From Los Angeles, TraderInsight.com presents Dr. Adrian Manz in the war room and at the helm with today's look at stocks and sectors on the radar.
For TraderInsight.com, I'm Adrian Manz, and this is Stocks and Sectors on the Radar for Monday, February 9th, 2009. On Friday, Dow Jones Industrials up 217.52 to close at 82.80.59. We had 2,556 stocks advance, 538 decline, and NYSE total volume of just about 1.6 billion shares. So what was the magic Friday morning? Well, that unemployment number, that headline number, was not as bad as expected, or at least it wasn't worse than expected, which is what everyone was afraid of. As long as unemployment doesn't get up above 9%, which is pretty much baked into the cake, traders are going to be looking to participate in these rallies. Rally was widespread. S&P 500 up 22 3/4 to close at 868.60. NASDAQ 100 up 32.38 to close at 1277.49. And the NASDAQ Composite up 45.47 to close at 1591.71. We still have significant volatility in the markets. The VIX is basing right around 43 right now. We've been in a tight range on this over the past few sessions. Looks like somewhere between 35 and 45 is going to be the new mean, or the mean for the time being, on the Chicago Board Options Exchange Volatility Index. Keep an eye on that. That's going to indicate just how volatile these opens are going to be. Opens have been some tough trading. We had a couple stocks on Friday that triggered right off the opening bell. AGL Resources, that's ticker symbol ATG. This was a fastball setup for Friday, if you'll recall, Friday's video. This one was a beautiful follow-through candidate. We also had Signo, which went and popped off the open, got us up around the profit target that we've been looking for, then reversed down and closed flat. That's why it's very important to trail those stops, use protective stops on every trade, including trades that are profitable. We had Carbo Ceramics. This one never did the dance on Friday. We had Aeropostale. Aeropostale made a beautiful move off that line drive setup that we had targeted on Friday. Bunge Limited, same kind of a deal. Fastball, expansion of range, expansion of volume on Thursday. Friday morning came around. Some guys had some stuff to get done. They got in there. They bought it. They pushed it higher. We were able to participate in that. And then when the selling was gone, or when the buying was gone, and interest in Bunge faded a little bit, then came back in, closed just 88 cents higher on the session, but still 88 cents, pretty decent move for a $49 stock on the session. We had TJX Companies. This is another one. This one was positive 76 cents on the session. If you'll recall, we were looking at this line drive setup. Look to get in on this one at 22.28. and got a nice move to the upside, 23.41, before it started to come back in again and close at 22.82. And we also had a very early trigger in Lifetime Fitness Corp. This one moved lower right off the opening bell. This was a snooze you lose kind of a setup. First 5 minutes straight down. This was a short side setup, so the first 5 minutes were profitable. Then it turned around, stopped you out for a profit, and managed to go and close positive on the day. Now, in terms of Monday's trading, I'm going to watch some information technology names. I've got IBM, International Business Machines. This one, trade above 97 1/4, is going to have me interested in a long side entry. There's a fastball expansion of range, minor expansion of volume. We've got Corning, also in information technology. There's a line drive setup, not my favorite, not as big of a range day as I would have liked to have seen there, but still looks good above $11.96, $12 and a penny, somewhere around there. I'm going to look for a possible entry. And over on the NASDAQ, Nuance Communications Incorporated, NUAN. This one is a, let's call this sort of a secondary fastball expansion of range and expansion of volume. Would have liked to have seen either a stronger trend carrying this thing higher to begin with, so something other than this sort of basing action that we have in here, or a nice long consolidation that was a little bit more orderly than the consolidation that we see going into Friday's trading. Nevertheless, going to have it on the radar, going to watch it. If I see an entry opportunity on broader market strength, I am going to look for a way into Nuance Communications. FMC Corporation, ticker symbol FMC. This one's a line drive setup, 51.43 on this one's going to be my trigger for a discretionary entry. Want to see, again, In the materials section, I'm going to want to see a nice move to the upside. I want to see the entire sector moving before I do anything with FMC. Also very important to have a nice intraday stop loss area set up on this one based on 5-minute or 25-tick support and resistance. That should be the case for every one of the stocks that I'm talking about today. Also in materials, I've got Terra Industries. This one's a short side setup, infield fly setup. Trade below 23.22 is going to have me interested in an entry on the short side of Terra Industries. Then in information technology, I forgot to mention this one earlier. This is Infosys, ticker symbol INFY. Expansion of range, expansion of volume. Got a nice fastball move to the upside. 29.30 on this one's going to be my entry trigger if we see that move higher in information technology Monday morning. And finally, in healthcare, I've got Humana. This is an infield fly setup, not a perfect kind of a textbook setup. Take a look at the setup in the book to see what it should look like, but it's sort of in the spirit of the thing. So 44.07, if I get trade below 44.07 and I see the healthcare sector coming in, that's ticker symbol HCX.X for healthcare and HUM for Humana. Then I'm going to go ahead and look at the short side on this one. And finally, in healthcare, I've got this one really doesn't fall into any of the around the horn categories. It's sort of a fastball setup. It's not really great on any front, but if healthcare moves higher, I'm going to watch this one for a pop to the upside. I kind of like some of what I see going on here. So if I see trade above $13.40 a share on PRX and I see the healthcare index moving higher as well, I'm going to look for a long entry opportunity. So remember, look for that 5-minute support and resistance on all these things. Look for 25-tick support and resistance, and use protective stops on every trade. Have a great trading day on Monday. And for TraderInsight.com, I'm Adrian Manz.